This is Damon Fordham, adjunct professor of history at the Citadel Military College here in Charleston. And this evening we're going to talk about the very first black-owned law firm in the United States. You walk down Charleston on about 91 Broad Street, and you would see what is now a real estate firm, but was once the very first black law firm in the United States. Macon B. Allen was born a free man in Indiana in 1816. And as a young man, he and his family went to Maine, where in 1844 he studied for and received his law license. So after that, he went to Boston, where he became a junior partner in a law firm. In 1868, 3 years after the fall of the Confederacy, and 5 years after the end of slavery, he came down to Charleston, where he started a law firm with two distinguished Charleston lawyers. One of them was this gentleman right here, Robert Brown Elliott. This was a picture of the first black senator and representatives during that Reconstruction period of the 1870s, where black people could vote and hold office. And Robert Brown Elliott served as a lawyer there. And in 1871, he went before Congress and testified against the brutality of the Ku Klux Klan in South Carolina with such courage and valor that the President of the United States, Ulysses S. Grant, signed the Enforcement Act of 1871 that made domestic terrorism a federal offense. So after that, he tried to pass a Civil Rights Act of 1875 that would have ended segregation. It passed, but only temporarily. It was made invalid by the Supreme Court in 1883, and it was revived during the Kennedy administration and finally passed by Lyndon Johnson over a century later. But however, though, Robert Brown Elliott, after Reconstruction ended, he went to New Orleans, where he practiced law until he died in 1884 at the age of 42. And about 2019 or so, I gave a tour to Donna Skinner, who was his great-great-granddaughter. Donna's mother was Lucille Elliott, and so she was basically a descendant of Robert Brown Elliott, and I enjoy that honor. And the third person of that law firm was William J. Whipper, who is shown here next to Robert Smalls on the cover of my book, The 1895 Segregation Fight in South Carolina. William J. Whipper went on to go to the State House of South Carolina in 1895 and testify against the segregation laws that Benjamin Ryan Tillman was proposing before the South Carolina legislature. And he got up there and he said these brave words. He said, "The car of Negro progress is coming, but yet you trying to stop us, crush us as we may, the Negro will rise. We must come out. We cannot be kept down forever because it is not the proper way of things." He did all this before he died around 1901. So if you go down 91 Broad Street in Charleston again, take a look at that real estate building now and understand the greatness that took there, and tell the story to the young people, inspire them so that greatness may rise again. This is Damon Fordham.